Welcome, friends, to the course Business Principles, BUSI 1301. I am Randy Saleh, Assistant Professor of Business on the Northeast and Connect campus, and I'll be your instructor for this fall 2021 semester. Again, welcome to the class. We are in the Canvas Learning Management System. And if you're familiar with this, maybe you had some classes before, it's pretty easy to navigate. If you're just migrating from Blackboard, that was our learning management system for the past at least 11 or 12 years, it's going to be an easy transition. So here we are on our home page of this course, and this is the page I believe it will always default on. Here's my contact information, so you'll always see that. This is my little welcome, and again, here we are in the craziness of an economic world due to so many different events, and of course especially COVID. As we enter into this third decade of this millennium, are we preparing ourselves to work in what I call a rigged economy? And that is, you know, it's certainly set up for extremely wealthy people. And but hey, how can we survive and thrive in this economy? It's a very different world. We know that. And I mean, 10 years ago would be amazing to look at. 5, even a few years ago, it just changes. And so, are we adapting, my friends? I've designed this course with the specific learning objectives that I hope you can understand. We have the business environment, we have entrepreneurship we'll look at management and organizations, as well as a career plan, and then we'll look at the end a little bit of financial management and personal finance. And I hope, it's always my hope, that you can take a few things from this course and apply it to your everyday life and even your work life. And so we start off with unit lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, and an end of course assessment. In the first unit lesson, it's called our business environment. We'll look at basic economics, globalization, e-commerce, and some ethics. In unit lesson 2, we'll look at organizing and starting a business, and which would be great. I think in a way, in a rigged economy, in the world we live in, if you can have a side hustle, and if that can be your own side micro-preneurship business, I think that could be great. Could certainly add extra income, and who knows, maybe that side business can actually become a full-time business for you some point in your life. In Unit 3, we look at managing employees in your career, working in teams, human resources and motivation, and then some financial management. And then at the very end of the course, we have a quick end-of-course assessment just to see if we've learned anything. And that's all good. That's how the course is going to be laid out. Right here, I have your course syllabus and your course organizer. As you watch this video, we're going to go over this next. You'll read these documents, so we'll kind of outline the course for you. Then we've got an orientation quiz that you do. It's very simple, just to make sure you know how to proceed. And then we're on to our unit lessons. And as you look at the Canvas page, mine always looks different than yours because I'm in my faculty mode, but you're just going to see a few of these links, so hopefully it will be very easy for you to navigate. And so with that, I'm going to go over our course next. I'm going to go over our course syllabus and our course organizer so we can get you going. So when you click those links on that home page of syllabus and organizer, they're PDFs, and I would save those, my friends. Save those onto your computer. That way, if anything ever goes down, and it will on our Canvas online system, you always have a copy, and I'd say print it out. I'm just an old school kind of a guy where you print things out and you always have them. But here is the syllabus. Again, here is my contact information. I am located on the Northeast campus of Tarrant County College. We're in Hurst, Texas, and that is my office right in here. This is my number, and here's my email. You can always reach me if you ever need to make an appointment. These are my hours that I have just open appointments, but please email me. I've never had a situation where we couldn't discuss anything over email and a phone call to get you in the right direction, but you're more than welcome to make an office appointment, and we'll set all that up anytime you need to. So Your textbook was an ebook. It was actually an additional cost inside your tuition. It's McGraw-Hill, and I'll show you how that works. It's already set up. It's a link, and there you go. Some students have opted out of purchasing the ebook, and it's a little move you can make on our system. And if you did that, you just go out and purchase an older edition of Understanding Business by Nichols, and have that shipped to you as soon as possible if you opted out of paying the extra price, and you'll be good to go. Here are our learning objectives in here. Again, we're trying to, this is an overview of the business world. It is a part of our TCC business degree. It's a part of all bachelors of business administration degrees. So this is your opening principles course. And so we're going to look at, read through that, the objectives that we're going to look at, and is your student expectations here. Just keep up with the class, okay? We have the online orientation, which we're doing right now. You've got chapters that you'll read in that ebook, and I've got PowerPoints. I've got a lot of resources for you to peruse through. We'll be doing written projects, discussion boards, and quizzes, and the final assessment. That's going to make our course up as far as the deliverables that you will do. Those are going to be your grades. I've set the course up that for every unit we do, you have at least 3 weeks to complete everything. So you've got more than enough time to complete quality college level work, and the organizer that we'll go over after the syllabus will give you an outline of when things are due. Okay, I do suggest you organize your time wisely. Online, any class, but certainly an online class can be very deceiving in terms of time. Man, these assignments, they creep up on you. The quizzes, and if you miss it, it goes inactive. You can't get back to it. So if you'll just put about 6 to 9 hours in a week, that's about an hour a day, and working on some of this, I think you're going to be very pleased with your results. If you do try to complete, we are human, we do human nature, and we just say, hey, it's not due till this date. We tend to do it on that last date. Your project, and again, it's a written project course, it's not going to be that good. I mean, we all know that. And you'll find yourself possibly in Dante's fifth circle of hell. Now, that is entitled anger. And because late work, I just rarely accept that. And given the fact that we all have 3 weeks to get our stuff done. Again, think of this as a business organization, and you're turning in a business project to your boss. That's the best way to look at a class, especially a business class. And, that gets us hired, and that keeps us hired. So that's my quick advice on you. Always just keep working on things. You'll be in good shape. Student conduct. Friends, we are in the online world, but we always show the utmost respect to each classmates that we have, and including me, and I've never had a problem, but we have to say it. Anything, our emails that we send, we do discussion boards in this class. Remember, we're not trying to be argumentative, we're just trying to learn from each other, and I think that's some of the greater ways, because everybody in here has a different level of experience. Some are coming straight out of high school, some have been working in the workforce for a decade or so, and so the advice that the people that we can give each other is really, really good. And of course, this is the handbook of student conduct, any policy on student scholastic dishonesty. I'll go over all of that as well, but there is your link. And so let's not make this any harder than we have to. Our grades. All right, here's what I do. I record all of your efforts in this course. And that's your grade. I don't give you the grade. I just say this is what you did and this is what you get. All right. We have an orientation quiz, 20 points given to you right off the bat. We have 12 discussion boards, basically one a week, and that's 10 points apiece. There's 120 points. We have 3 signature written assignments or projects. I used to have 4, only 3 now, at 200 points apiece. So there's 600 points. So you can just kind of see right here, this is the bulk of the grade. Written assignments must be done. If they're not done, then there's just no way to get through this class. And again, I have a separate video of just how to create, write, submit, format your written project. So you're going to be good on that. We have some little quizzes there okay, each unit has a quiz, 15 points apiece, and I give you several attempts. The big one at the end, okay, well this will be in December, is our end of course assessment, and that's 100. 900 total points, and there is the A, B, C. Let's go for gold, silver, and bronze. We don't want to even look in this area. To get in this area, you just don't do anything, and that'll get you right there. All right, do your work, and again, I think you'll be pleased. I think you'll be pleased. I keep everything on that grade book, so you'll always know everything is going to be in a course organizer. And the way Canvas is run, when you click a syllabus link, it tells you every assignment and when it's due. So that's one of the good things about the new learning management system. There's the units right in here. I always have some notes, some resources for you, so we should be in really good shape. Although it's an online course, we still do attendance, and that's just a mandate from Tarrant County College. And so for our course, any type of an assignment is going to be your attendance. And I get a lot of questions from students, hey, how can you count me absent because this isn't a real lecture class? I said, well, here's how we do it. Discussion boards, a written assignment, quizzes, okay? Those are the attendance. So if I miss one, I get an unexcused absence. Again, after 5 absences, you know, possibly could be dropped. But I'll let you know, I don't drop students, okay? Unless you've just never shown up. Maybe I'll try, but I've got a lot of classes to manage. So I don't want you to assume. I had this before with a student thinking, well, he's just going to drop me, so I just won't have to worry about it. If you want to drop the class, I understand. That's perfectly fine. You got to do that on your own. Okay, if you need to drop for lack of attendance, it is your responsibility. Okay, please don't assume that any instructor at Tarrant County College, especially me, is going to automatically drop because you don't do your assignments. Man, do these assignments. We'll be in good shape. We really will. I want you to do well. I'm not trying to trick you here. I'm not trying to see how hard I can make a course. I want you to be able to learn something and benefit from it, and actually be able to use it and improve your life, improve your work life with it. Communication. I do, you know, we'll be looking at your announcements. Okay, there's where you're going to get a lot of information. I will try to email out, you know, updates. So please check your email, your MyTCC email. Canvas may have an additional email, but it's right on your course. So check the announcements, check your emails. That's how I'm going to respond. I can only respond to your TCC email. So please, that's the MyTCC. Or your Canvas one, but as far as Hotmail or iCloud or att.net, those we have to have a record, so I'll only respond and reply to you via the TCC official email channel. So as an online instructor, my friends, I'll do my best to respond within 48 hours to an email on regular business days, okay? I may need to get some information on a few things. Hopefully faster than that, but that's at least 48 hours. As far as written assignments and grading and feedback, generally after the big assignments, within 7 days, look for my feedback, look for your grade, monitor your discussion boards on a weekly basis, and provide you with announcements and emails, group emails to progress you through this course. This won't be the only time you'll hear from me, okay? Now, very important, there's a few students who will actually read through the entire syllabus, and you'll think, oh my God, this is too much. Just breathe, all right? It's very, very important to breathe, and if you feel overwhelmed, just remember, this class is not to be completed in one day. The best way to succeed in an online class or any class, and I think pretty much just your job and your personal life, is to focus on what is directly in front of you. Don't try to buy stress in life. There's just too much stress around us already. Focus what's in front. And for this class, pretty much we got a discussion board per week. Okay? First week we have a discussion board. All right? We've got quizzes. You get 2 attempts on your quizzes. I record the highest grade, and they're open during the entire unit. So you got that. Written projects. If you will complete your projects, your questions, if you'll work on a few per week, you're going to be quite pleased. Work on them and then redo them. With 3 weeks, I think you'll be able to do a unit lesson, complete that unit lesson, and really construct a high quality level project. Again, I will have a separate video just on how to write that. Okay? So, all right, I want you to succeed. We're going to make it a great semester. And let's look at the course organizer right now, and all we do there, I'm going to click to this and maybe not get it so big. So here's our fall course organizer. And again, in Canvas, when you click your syllabus, it will actually link everything up as well. I'm going to show you that after this. But here it is. Again, I would print this out, my friends. Hopefully you've got a workspace, a desk, an office to work out of. That would be great. But maybe you've got a bulletin board or you've got a wall that you can tape this to, because I get too many emails when students will say, Professor Saleh, hey, when's this due? So here's my answer. Did you check your course organizer? Because it takes a lot of work to get this thing done. And if you ever see something that doesn't look right, hey, you email me anytime. And maybe a link is not open, I'll get it fixed. So they do a lot of updates to our system, and things can get out of sorts. But here we are, August 23rd. Here's your online orientation. We got that quiz. Again, it's super easy. Basically, it's kind of an agreement that, yes, I know what to do. 20 points. That is due Friday, August 27th. All right, by 11 p.m. Here's the first unit. All right, August 23rd through September 13th. So basically, we got 3 weeks right in here. My little advice is to work on your project. Here's a discussion board activity. On Saturdays, our discussion boards are due by 11 p.m. All right? So, and I'll go over that here in a minute, how to do it. August 28th, September 4th, September 11th. All right, here's our Unit 1 quiz. So the week of September 13th, on Tuesday, our Unit 1 quiz is due. Again, you have multiple of 2 attempts. I take the highest grade. It's 15 questions. This is not hard. September 15th, big one. Project 1, the business environment, due by 11 p.m. And again, I will have a separate video, exactly my expectations and a grading rubric of how to do that. So this is going to be for all of the semester, all the way. This takes us all the way to the very last unit and the very last end of course assessment right in here, which is going to be due the last, right there, December 8th. So print that out. This is your guide to the course. And everything's going to be good. All right, so now we're going to go back to the Canvas course, and I'm going to show you how that navigates through. So here we are, my friends. We're back to the welcome course, back to our course on the welcome page, and you'll, again, always will default right here. And again, you're going to have a limited amount of things you see on this side, so don't confuse anything else here, just because I am always in a faculty editing mode. But this is what it should look like for you. Again, there's how you get that course syllabus. There's how you get your course organizer. When you click that link right there, you'll take you right to your orientation quiz. Get your 20 points. It's just a little agreement that you've read everything. You know how to get through this course. And I give you 20 points for that. This is how we link in to the unit lessons. I've given you a couple of ideas here. And so you can link in through here to your lessons, or you can link through modules. Let me go ahead and take you to this syllabus page real quickly. So when you go to the syllabus page, it's going to look like this, all right? It's really where everything is due. Now, if you're just looking at all this, you're saying, oh my gosh, I don't want to take this course, there's too much. It's kind of nice that it shows you everything, excuse me, but it could be a little bit overwhelming. Don't worry. What are we focusing on? You got your course organizer, and we're focusing on what is due right in front of us. So here we are, and this will take you to your assignments as well, all these links. So that's what your syllabus page looks like. If we go back to the home button, there's my pretty picture. Again, here we are, the business environment. And this is what it will take you to. It takes you to modules. If you did our Blackboard, it just looks different. This is just really straightforward. And so if I were looking to a Unit 1 lesson, I click that right there. Okay. And here we are. Just a little of, this is what we're going to do. These are the assignments you should read. This is my little verbiage here. And these are your deliverables. Again, you'll see those in your due dates just like that in the course organizer date. And then you can hit this next button. And it takes you through everything else I've done. And every unit will look very similar. So I have PowerPoints, notes, and resources. All right. So Unit 1, understanding business, the business environment, the face of business. These are some notes for you. This is my giant PowerPoint that you can look through. And again, the book will have itself. I do not have any assignments through the textbook of McGraw-Hill Connect, but you can access a lot of information there. I have, well, it should say quiz review. There's a little quiz we have, so I've got the review, and I've just got some articles right in here. So this is a resource page. As we go through, these are our discussion boards. So, one per week. This one is due the first week of class. The national debt. Interesting question. I mean, friends, we owe. We're pressing $30 trillion, and we may make that by the end of the year. Our gross domestic product is kind of our income. So the national debt is everything we owe, and our gross domestic product is kind of our income, and that may be around $23 trillion. I used to think, could we ever eliminate this debt? And these are numbers that you would almost need to be an astronomer to kind of figure out how to put these in light years. And now we're at 20. Can we ever get our debt at least to our income? Never before in the United States, unless it was the Civil War, has our debt been more than our income. And here's the U.S. debt clock. Here's a little link for you to look at to get you positive thinking there of all the debt that we owe. Can we ever get it back? That is the question. Again, pardon me. So pull your thoughts on your discussion board. Now here's how we do a discussion board. All right, you do your thoughts. That is, do you think we'll ever be able to get our national debt of $30 trillion at least close enough to our gross domestic product? Will we ever get our gross domestic product more than our national debt? When you're ready, you're going to click this reply button, and you will reply to it. So when you click the reply, all right, there's how you write your thoughts. Then you will find at least 2 students. So your thought should be at least 100 words. Now, come on, that's hardly anything. And your responses to at least 2 classmates, good, happy, positive responses, or I agree with you, or man, I hope so, are 75 words. Anything less than that word count, I'm just not going to receive a grade. These are 10 points apiece. You have 12 of them throughout the semester. 6 points is for your response. Some students just do their own response. Man, you're losing points, but I'll give you 6 points for at least a 100-word response. And then 2 points for each student, okay? Up to 2. So you have to do at least 2. There's your 10, so there's 4 points there. These are a great way to learn from each other. It's pretty easy, and that gets you 120 points for the total semester. Click that reply button, put your comments in, and then as this grows, you'll just see more students that you can attach a reply to. That's how we do our discussion boards. And again, we have 3 of them, so if I just wanted to see what the module looks like again, there we are. There's our 3 discussion boards. There's our quiz. There's our project, and I even put a bonus project out there for you if you want a few extra points. And that's how we will navigate through this course. It kind of looks like a big Microsoft Word outline, so it should be pretty straightforward for you. Inside of your project, there I will have another video for you on how to write, how to submit, format it, and submit this project. Get you going in the right direction. So there is how we will look at our class. Friends, right here, this is your McGraw-Hill Connect. Let me flip to the student view real quick, just so we can see that. So you can see this is what you should be seeing, very clean right in here, and it only shows you 1 unit right now. The other units will pop up as we go through the course. That hopefully makes sense. Just trying to clean it for you. Here's our book, McGraw-Hill Connect. So you'll click that, all right? And it will take you outside of our course, and you can hit Let's Get Started, Begin, okay? And if there's ever a problem, we'll figure it out. Again, we're in a new learning management system, and the publishers, you know, there's always going to be problems. Don't worry, we can get through it. You enter your TCC email right in there, and then you begin. Okay, and this will give you access to the class book, and there's a lot of resources in there. and that's how you're going to complete your assignments. So I hope that is helpful. Again, there's not a whole lot more. I will put up some customer service, but if you ever need customer service from McGraw-Hill, why? Because every student is going to be different, and you may have a different situation. Sometimes you're on the wrong web browser, your computer may be a little bit different, and the best thing to do is immediately contact, and I would do the chat. The chat is probably the fastest way. You can do the email, you can do the phone, but the chat is probably where you get the fastest results for McGraw-Hill. But please, if you're having problems, go through this first before me. And if something is messed up that I messed up in our course, but I have linked it together and worked with McGraw-Hill on this, this is exactly what you'll do. No assignments are through here, but at least you have your textbook, and there's videos, and they have a multitude of resources for you. So that is how to use our McGraw-Hill Connect, and the book is ready to go for you. Go back to our home page, and there we are, my friends. Again, hey, thanks for taking this course. Thanks for enrolling in it. I hope you're going to enjoy it. I hope it's, again, not too taxing for you. It should be laid out very well. And I hope we're going to make it a great semester.